Okay, so you're trying to stay sober, and every time you sober up, you've got this giant pile of problems, this baggage that you can't face or is so hard to face. And a lot of times it triggers you. You don't know how to manage your triggers. And so then you end up drinking again, creating more problems, not dealing with the problems that were there. And the cycle just continues and it perpetuates. If this resonates with you at all, stay tuned. This video is for you. Hi, I am Kate. I am going on 10 years sober. I'm the author of the Addiction and Alcoholism Recovery Skills for Women book series. This is book 1. This is book 2. They're available on Amazon. And I've also created something to go along with them. The details will be in the description box below if you need that support. And I'm going to get into this video about what we do with that baggage, that when we sober up, we see it there, and how we can handle it in a way where we don't end up running straight back to the bottle. So what we're going to do, and I want this to maybe even be a little bit interactive depending on what you're doing right now, but we're going to list our problems. We're going to list our problems. Problem 1, problem 2, and so on. Then we're going to imagine, close your eyes and imagine a container. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to draw a box because I'm not a great drawer and then I'm a terrible drawer and writer on my iPad. Anyway, please forgive the terrible looking writing, but I figure the visual is helpful. And then we're going to imagine putting all of the problems, however many, probably feels like there are 20 or 30 or maybe even more on this list. We're going to put them into our suitcase, right? Or for me, it's a suitcase. My container is a suitcase. So we're going to put it into this box. Maybe it's one of those storage containers that fits under your bed, something like that. Just pick a container, whatever it is. Maybe it's a toilet. I don't know. Okay. And we're going to put all of our problems into that container. And this is the container that we've been carrying around that's been dragging us down, that we keep on relapsing over, right? And then we're going to, and I want you to, in detail, think about the problem and think about putting that problem into the container and just doing it over and over, okay? And then we're going to imagine closing it up. We're putting the lid on that container, and then we're going to think about where are we going to store it? Where are we going to store it? Because we're not going to be carrying those problems around with us all the time anymore. That is what is dragging you down. We're not going to get rid of them because we can't, right? They're going to follow us. But we're going to relieve ourselves visually of carrying them around with us day in and day out. So mine, like I said, is a suitcase. And I put mine way at the back of the closet. Okay, so mine goes into a closet. This is a closet door. Where does yours go? Maybe yours is a toilet and you're going to put it in a storage shed in some backyard, your backyard, a family member's backyard. You're going to put it there and you're going to know that it's there. You're going to know that you have to deal with it later, but you're going to put it down and you're going to close your eyes and you're going to imagine yourself going through this process, problems into your container into storage somewhere, and then you're going to leave it there. Okay, so now what are you going to do? Now you put your problem somewhere, not to be forgotten about, not to be thrown away or ignored. What's your number 1 priority then? What are you going to do now? Number 1 priority is going all in on sobriety and doing the next right thing. I could make a whole video about doing the next right thing, but basically do the next right thing the best you possibly can do to make the right decision with whatever it is at hand. So you wake up in the morning, what's the next right thing? Go pee. You probably need to go pee. And that's the next right thing that you can do. And you're going to pee sober, okay? So this is your number 1 priority, while all of this stuff over here is in storage. It's waiting for you. It's not going anywhere. And that stuff would still be there if you relapsed and were drinking. It would be getting worse. the problem list would be growing if you went and relapsed over that. Now, as you focus on this, your top priority, going all in on sobriety and doing your best to do the next right thing, you're going to start to feel slowly stronger and stronger. However, slowly. It's okay. Maybe it'll take you a month. Maybe it'll take you 6 months. Maybe all you can do is do this for 6 months or a year even. After that, you're going to start to, as you feel stronger, you're going to feel ready to start to peek at your container. You're going to feel ready to go back to the container. Now, I'm going to go into the next video where I talk about what you're going to do and how that process is going to look so that you don't feel overwhelmed and triggered and end up back at square one. That video is going to be somewhere on the screen, so be sure to go watch it next.